Alright. You're okay for a Mungo, you know that? So we're one step closer to getting out of here. Well, with the terminal, I can turn off the collars and open up the gate. But they're not gonna just let us walk out of here, you know? There's always at least one guard near the pen, and someone's gotta get rid of him. Since we can't just walk around like we own the place, you're gonna have to do it. You get me? Okay, don't do anything stupid. Watch it. So what's the deal, Mungo? Hey, look at Mr. Mungo! Sure hope whatever you did doesn't piss off the rest of them. Okay, me and Sammy can sneak out of here. The drain in the bathroom is just big enough for us to sneak through. But Penny's being all dumb and won't leave. What's with girls anyway? This Mungo, Roy McLaren. She got all sweet on him or something. I don't know. It's some stupid girl thing. But they threw him in the box because he was giving them shit. And they won't let him out. So Penny says she ain't going until she knows he's safe. I told her she's stupid. Hell, I don't know. Go talk to her. Try and get her to get out while she can. Me and Sammy are getting out of here now, though. If you can get her to come, meet us east of here, after you're out.
Bronson boy, you need to get off of that drink.
Drinking's the only way I ain't killed myself yet. I don't know if you noticed, but we're sort of, you know, slaves.
You're the Mungo that helped Sammy and Squirrel, aren't you? Well, I already told them I'm not going anywhere. Not without Rory. I already told Sammy and Squirrel I'm not going. I'm not leaving Rory. What are you gonna do, shoot me? I can't. If they see me out there, they'll throw me back in and then I'll never get out. You have to do it. You gotta get the key to the box. That Mungo 40, he's got one. I think the boss guy has the other one. Keeps it in his room. If you can get Rory out, come and get me and then we can leave. I just won't leave him behind.
You again? What are you doing? What? Are you kidding me? This is another one of 40's tricks, isn't it? Well, I'm not falling for it. She did? Is she safe? Can I see her? Penny, she wanted you to set me free? I owe that little girl a lot. I'll have to try and make it up to her someday. Okay, what do we do? You got it. I'll stay right with you. Get me to the front gate and I can make a run for it from there.
Is Rory safe yet? You saved him? Really? Thank you so much! I'll make it up to you somehow, I promise. Now I have to get out. Don't follow me. You go out the normal way. We'll meet outside.
What? Man, I hope you know what you're doing. We've had this discussion. You stay with me at all times.
Yes, Daddy? I'm sorry.
Something I can help you with? Gotta be careful using a slave as a bodyguard. Most aren't exactly motivated to keep you alive. You know what I mean? You're in luck. It turns out my girl Clover is just the right little package for you. I don't think Clover's going to be used up anytime soon. That girl's got the devil in her, and she's crazy to boot. Crazy in a fight, crazy in the sack, crazy every which way but loose. But most of all, she's crazy in love with whoever's holding her leash. And for the low cost of 1,000 caps, Miss Clover could be crazy for you. You don't know the half of it, friend. Clover's all yours now. Have fun, you two.
You like what you see? Talk to Mr. Eulogy. My name's Clover. I hear you're the new man in my life. You're looking for a bodyguard, and I'm looking for a body. Sounds like we're going to have some fun times, lover. Whatever you say, honey. I wonder what Eulogy is doing.
Something I can help you with? All I know is Zimmer, the guy contracting to find this slave, is hot to retrieve him. He's starting to get other people looking, so it's a race now. I hope you're not on the case. If I find out you are, well, you best not be. We'll leave it at that. Paradise Falls is here if you need it. If it's business you're here to discuss, Kids are a bit tough in the resale, but they make good future breeders. I'll take him off your hands. How about 100 caps? Whatever. What? Right behind you. What? Man, I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, get away.
Yes, lover. But it's so boring all alone.
Away from me.
Catch any good meat lately?
I ended up selling that one dude to the raiders from Evergreen Mills.
This is the last time I tell you. No more. Please. No. I didn't. I swear. Hey!
Murdering scum.
Where? This is hopeless!
Light 'em up!
Here!
No!
Flank 'em! Want some more?
Hey! Where? That's it. That's it.
Thought I heard something. Where?
Did I hit him?
I told you to leave. You'd better listen.
This place is terrible. Please. You've got to help us. Freedom!
Hey, you want to see something funny? All I need is some booze, and I'll show you. Ain't had enough to drink, can't go nowheres. Now that sounds like a plan. I'm a run for it.
What do you want? Make it quick, you're blocking my view. Now's our chance. Let's go! Please, you got to let me go. I hope you know what you're doing. I'm alive! Huh, you did it!
What? Huh? Ain't got no use for one. Lost most of my hair a long time ago, you see? What? No, I never said that. What? You'll have to speak up. Oh, I don't know. I don't wear a watch. They're pretty rare, you know. Ask someone else. Later.
Psst, hey, help me out. What? Right behind you.
Can we go yet? Oh, yes, let's. Whatever you say, honey.
Hey! Where?
You're always welcome to take whatever you want, lover.
Yeah? You want some of this?
glad that's over.
I'm bored.
Yeah, I guess I gotta find my own way.
Eulogy wants this one's who?
There's more where that came from.
Back. You get anything good? You caught anything lately?
Thanks for getting me out of there. I owe you one. Now you get back in there and make sure Penny stays safe. I'll try and contact her sometime, if I can. I need to lay low for a while.
Can I have a better gun?
Unless you've got Sammy and the others with you, then get lost. You don't want to go there. That's where the monsters are. We got... Yeah. Haven't we gone? Nice try. That's right. And don't come back. Unless you've got Sammy and the others with you, then get lost. Haven't we gone through this? This is a bad idea. Fine, send him here. But if he smells bad or makes dumb jokes, I'm sticking him right back outside. We got enough of those here already. I already told you no. Stop asking. You do that? I already told you no. Stop asking. Well, okay, but you better not be lying or else we'll shoot you.
This place sucks.
Happy birthday, Sticky. Sorry I missed your party.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
There's nothing happy about it. This is the worst day of my life.
It's time to go.
Wow, what luck! I'm Sticky. Forget these little kids. I'll take you to Big Town where the Mungos, where the grown-ups live. I'm headed there now. Big Town? You've never heard of it? It's where all the grown-ups go. Well, at least when they grow up and out of Little Lamplight. I can show you the way. There's no reason to waste your time with a bunch of snot-nosed kids. Let's go now. I'm not allowed in Little Lamplight anymore. Only people under 18 get to live in Little Lamplight. So when you're done with those little kids, we can go to Big Town together. I'll wait outside for you.
You know the rules. The mayor said it's okay for you to be in here, right? Because Mungos aren't allowed in here unless the mayor says so. So are you an okay Mungo? Because if you aren't an okay Mungo, then that means we should stop you. And that means I've got to get my gun from Lockdown. So stay here, okay? Oh, that's good, because Mayor McCready says I can't have my gun in town anywhere, not since last time. But that was totally an accident anyway. That reminds me, got any Nuka-Cola? Because if I'm not gonna have a gun in town, then it must be okay for me to have one more Nuka, right? Anyway, everyone calls me Zip, you know. Like a zipper. Only not really like that, because I'm not made of metal. But I do go up and down, I guess. Yeah, more Nuka's always good. It's definitely always gooder than less. Because no Nuka's no good at all. Got any Nuka for me? I'll trade you whatever I got for more Nuka-Cola. Anytime. Nuka for Zip. Nuka for Zip. I got an old magazine of 5.56s. Is that good enough for you? Hooray! I win the Nuka-Cola game. What's the prize? Nuka-Cola? That's all I got right now. Come back tomorrow, maybe we'll have more. And you can have more Nuka. For me to have more Nuka. Yeah? Okay. See you next time, mister.
Hey, are we letting Mungos in now? Didn't hear a scuffle, so I'm guessing you're some sort of guest? So, what's so cool about you, Fancy Pants? Must be a pretty good reason for you to get let in, see? Always good to hear, but not even any fun trouble? Even a little? See, I collect a lot of stories, and sometimes trade them to keep the others amused. A bit of fun trouble is always good for morale. Morale's better than less al, see? We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask Mayor if you really want to know. Well, technically, I'm patrolling and keeping the peace. Mostly, that involves making sure people are happy and not getting into trouble. You can't very well keep the peace if you've already lost it, see? So, bam! Jokes. Want to hear one? Prepare to be amused. Knock knock. Noah. Know a place where I can get some food? Gee, thanks. I have to admit most of them aren't really funny. At least not ha-ha funny. They're more like a tradition. Most of them were passed down from this book we found down back, called Vault Boy's Big Book of Laughs for Kids. They're not really funny, but something about hearing them is a little comforting, you know? Oh, we've got lots of funny incidents. Like when Sammy shot the raider who thought he was a girl. That sort of stuff. But we don't really get a lot of news stories from outside. The scav teams spend all their time hidden, so they don't get much news, see? I'd sure like to hear more tales from the great big outdoors myself. Actually, if you hear any, feel free to tell me. Oh, really? Tell me about it. A horror story, huh? So you are here to terrorize evil, or is it more a generalized sort of terrorizing? I mean, you wouldn't do anything to hurt someone who was faithfully telling your tale, right? Would you? So, whatever happens next, it's nothing bad to me, right? Wow, that's some crazy bad timing. I mean, that is to say, I'm really sorry to hear about your loss. So, what happens next? That makes sense, I suppose. A good story can take a while to put together, you know. To where, man? You know that office building near the entrance? When Lucy's at work in there, she's the one who patches this up. There's a souvenir shop just north of the entrance. That's where Knick-Knack sells whatever else we can't use. Check there. Right here. Welcome to our fungus pools. Eat up. You can only get there through Murder Pass, and we keep guards there to keep the little kids out. But if you want to have a look, it's north of the souvenir shop. Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
Whoa, are we letting Mungos in now? Didn't hear any shots, so I'm guessing you're not here to raid us. And if you're not here to raid us, you might just have brought something cool for us, see? So who are you, and how'd you get let in? In that case, I'm Knick-Knack, and I take care of the general store around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stuff, and sometimes trade it for other stuff. That's pretty much a store, see? I sure do. No one believes me, though. It was old Pinkerton. You know, the ghost of Rivet City. He's a genius. See you around. So,
What the hell is RJ thinking, letting a damn Mungo like you in here? So who are you working with? Raiders? Slavers? Mutants? Answer up, Mungo! Well, if you're sticking around, you ought to know that I'm Princess, and I call the shots around here. And don't forget it, Mungo. It's so dull. Practically nothing ever tries to come through the back gate anymore, so I never get to shoot anyone. I wish I was at the front gate, but RJ specifically put me back here. Up front, at least there's a chance I can shoot some unwanted visitors. Which could have included you, Mungo. Could have been a lot of reasons. Maybe you sounded like a monster in all that darkness. Maybe you had a weapon drawn and looked like a raider. Maybe I just decided I didn't like your stupid Mungo face. I don't need to explain myself to you, Mungo. Shut up and get lost. In fact, don't you ever bother me about something as stupid as nicknames again. Well, thank goodness you gave me permission, jerk.
oh sis, crack anybody up today?
Not if I could help.
Okay, so you get in, but I got my eye on you. You don't make any trouble in here, got it? I ain't having no shit butts making trouble. Good. Better stay that way, Mungo. Organized? Have you walked around this place? It's pure anarchy, and I wouldn't have it any other fucking way. We can't all stay here forever, so we've all got to leave eventually. And there's not much to look forward to out there. So we have a good time while we're here, and the occasional ruthless little bastard like me make sure it doesn't fall apart for the other kids. It's not that complex. Any kid can say they want to be mayor here. It's just that most don't want to bother with the responsibility of leading. Most of the time, they last until the kids get tired of them. Then they get kicked out on their ass by the new mayor. One only lasted 5 minutes. Of course, I've kept this place going strong for 3 years. To most kids, that makes me mayor for fucking life. Fine by me, I say. People change when they grow up, and we don't trust Mungos living down here. So we leave for a place called Big Town before we get too old. Kids who grow up fighting and surviving in lamplight are better trained for the world out there than idiots who are pampered by grown-ups outside. About time. Not if I shoot you first, you won't.
But made any good trades today?
Nah, Zep kept asking if I had any Nuka-Cola hidden anywhere, so I told him I kept a 6-pack hidden near a magic rock. He'll be busy for weeks, see?
Oh man, and just yesterday, I got him to believe one of the rocks out back granted wishes. What? I guess we make a good team, even when we didn't mean to.
Great stuff. Talk with you later, sis.
Later. Are you okay?
Can I have a better gun?
Hey! Anything you'd like to get off your hands? I hope you brought me some cool stuff. I hope you brought me some cool stuff. Come again. I should have more stuff soon. Come on back when you got more stuff to trade. Hey!
Hello, I'm Billy. Welcome to Widow Lamplight. Hey, you look like you're handy with the weapon. I got kicked off the scav team, so I guess I don't need mine anymore. Wanna buy my laser rifle? 500 caps, and it's all yours. Thanks a what? Bye now. Hello, mister. Nickname? What are you talking about? Talking like what? You're weird. Hello, mister. Bye-bye.
I'm bored. Come on, pay more attention to what you're doing.
Stay away, Mungo. I don't want to catch old from you.
Care to talk?
Well, look who's here. What's up, Mungo? We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask Mayor if you really want to know. No, scram. Well, thank goodness you gave me permission, jerk.
Can I have a better gun? I'm bored.
Well, now, here's something new. What's a grown-up like you doing in Little Lamplight? Don't tell me McCready's going soft on us. I'm Joseph, and around here, I might as well be the old wise man. Try not to interrupt my classes, and I think we'll get along just fine. As the oldest kid in town, I spent most of my time teaching, but I do what I can to keep the kids clean and fresh-faced. If you're looking for a haircut, feel free to ask. I'll do what I can. Certainly. How would you like to look? Let me know if you need anything else. Well, back at the start, all the children had were the notes from the grown-ups that hadn't left yet, and a few books on caves from the store. But after finding the vault, a few scavengers brought back holotapes for basic schooling, reading, basic math, encyclopedias, that sort of thing. We don't get many books anymore from the scav team, but I make sure to keep my own notes on the computer for whoever takes over after I leave. Mostly whatever they want to learn. We don't have strict classes or anything down here, but it does mean they're interested in what I'm teaching. But everyone learns the basics of fighting and shooting and survival. We've all got obvious reasons to be interested in that. We entered all of the books and holotapes into the computer, but frankly, there are a lot of important subjects the Vault's material didn't cover. I could wish for more, but we're probably still the best school in the Wasteland. Maybe the only school in the Wasteland, really. Glad I could help. I should be able to do that. You can only get there through Murder Pass, and we keep guards there to keep the little kids out. But if you want to have a look, it's north of the souvenir shop. Okay. Stay sharp.
Whoa, I've never seen a mungo so close. Are you a raider? Or a slaver? Or a mutant? 'Cause if you are, I'm supposed to go hide, 'cause I'm too young to use a gun yet. Did you live in the old vault below? I thought nobody lives down there now because it was full of monsters. Mayor doesn't let us go down there because when they went, they didn't come back. You don't look like someone who didn't come back, so maybe you didn't come from there. It's just a name, okay? Not my fault I knocked stuff over. Lucy says I still got a lot of growing to do. Bye-bye, Vault Dweller. Thanks for getting Penny and Squirrel back. And Sammy too, I guess. I've heard of you. You're one of the good guys.
What do you want, Mungo? You don't want to go there. That's where the monsters are. We got pretty good at keeping them out. Probably better than you could do. Yeah, I do. It's through Murder Pass. Not a real safe way to go, but it's the only door that works. It's the only way that works, yeah. The other door hasn't worked since before I was here. Computer's busted and not even Joseph can make it work. I'm the mayor, not a babysitter, Mungo. Beats me. Maybe he's back there by the door. Fuck if I know. You sure about that? It's scary in there. Even I don't like going in there, and I'm really brave. Okay, if you say so. Come on, let's get the gate open for you, Mungo.
Oh, come on. Pay more attention to what you're doing.
What's happening? Nuh-uh. Door works fine. Computer's broke. Well, maybe not broke, but it sure don't work right. I turned it off because it was just wasting power. Nope. Nobody ever wrote it down. And then one day somebody forgot. You know how it goes. Sure, if you want. Come on, it's over here. Okay, there you go. The computer is on again. Don't know what good it'll do you. Stay sharp. Care to talk? Care to talk?
This place sucks.
more games! Time to die!
Hey! Where?
Here it comes!
That's it. That's it.
Right, you!
That's the end of that. Why don't you look where you're going?
Scream! Scream your worthless life! I'll try and hide from this! What? I hear something! Time to die! Stupid lady! I'll eat your brain and drink your blood!
Aw, aren't you cute? Cut it out.
Found you! Die!
Come on, pay more attention to what you're doing.
There you are!
Look what we have here. Where? Bring it! This place sucks.
Time to die! You are weak. I am strong. never die! I'm hungry! I'll wear your bones around my neck!
Over here! Where? What's the big idea? Damn it!
Either you are quite real, or I am going quite mad. Could you actually be a pure human? Me? You care who I am? Forgive me. I'm not used to pleasantries. I'm more used to grunts and being struck about by the others. My name's Fox. I've lived in this cage all my life. Yes, indeed it is ironic. Forgive my astonishment, but I hadn't expected to meet someone with such a learned outlook of these things. It is a pleasant change. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It was only a matter of time before someone like you showed up for the Gek. I know what it is. I know where it is. And best of all, I know how you can get your hands on it. Not so fast! Quid pro quo, my friend. If I'm to do this service for you, I expect to get something in return. Release me from this makeshift prison, and I will personally take you to the Gek and retrieve it for you. The chamber in which the Gek resides is absolutely flooded with radiation. It's unlikely you'd survive very long. Myself, on the other hand, have surprisingly inherited a useful trait from my fellow meta-humans. I am highly resistant to radiation. Let me out of here, and I will place the Gek safely in your hands. At the end of the hallway, to your right is a maintenance room. Inside, you'll find the fire control console for the medical area. Trip the alarm on it, and I'll be able to get out. Oh, a word of warning, though. Tripping the console activates a failsafe and will open all the recovery rooms in the medical area. So, what do you think? Can you do it? Glad to see you are a sensible person. Now, get me out of this place. I can't stand it anymore. We can discuss this later. Right now, concentrate on getting this door open. I'll stay here until you've cleared a path to me. Oh, just be careful. Some of these failed experiments are quite nasty. It is my hope that we will speak again soon. Just stand still!
Come on, pay more attention to what you're doing.
Finally! Freedom! True freedom! Ha ha ha! I cannot thank you enough for this gift. You have no idea how long I've pictured this moment in my mind, and it feels far better than I'd imagined. Now, for my part of the bargain, follow me. Yes, by all means, let's. Yes, by all means, let's. I love a good fight! Die!
No.
Game's over! Ah! Hurry up and die! I'm hungry! fight. I'll wear your bones around my neck! Ah! Yes, by all means, let's.
Aw, aren't you cute?
Okay, you stay here. Beyond this door, the hallways and chambers are flooded with radiation. I'll get the case and bring it right back. Keep your eyes open. Many of my lesser-minded brethren are bound to stumble across us.
You're always welcome to take whatever you want, lover.
Here's the Gek, our bargain is complete. Yes, by all means, let's. Yes? What is it? It is my hope that we will speak again soon. Yes? What is it? Sorry. I'm afraid a super mutant wouldn't be welcome in the places you frequent. All I would do is cause you undue attention and, probably get you killed. It is my hope that we will speak again soon.
Objective is secured, sir.
Good work, soldier. Make sure the Gek is secured aboard my vertibird.
Yes, sir. I'll have the techs come down and remove it immediately, sir.
You're certain he's unharmed?
Yes, sir. He'll pass out shortly, but we can revive him.
Excellent. Prepare him for transport immediately.
Right away, sir.
So, you're awake. Let's keep this nice and simple. You're going to tell me the code for that purifier, and you're going to tell me now. I'll tell you what's going on here. You lost. The good guys won this one, and now we're just wrapping up loose ends. We've got the purifier, now we just need the code to start it. You're going to give me that code now, and save us all a lot of trouble. Maybe I'll even let you go. So how about it? You know why. We can't start the purifier without it. The longer the purifier isn't running, the more people suffer. Now I'm running out of patience, son. I want that code, and I want it now. Very well. We'll just verify that now. This is Colonel Autumn. Are your men in place, soldier?
Affirmative, sir. Standing by for code transmission.
Your code is 704. Repeat, 704. Confirm and enter.
Copy, 704. Stand by, sir. Entering code now. Negative, sir. The code's no good. I just lost another man.
Why do you insist on making things difficult? Maybe I should start shooting. How much blood you think you can afford to lose before you tell me what I want to know?
Colonel, I have need of you.
Mr. President, I have no time for other matters. I'll be with you shortly.
Now, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
Ah, alone at last. I do apologize for Colonel Autumn's attitude. He's been under a great deal of stress lately. I've no doubt that you know who I am. I'm sure you've heard my radio broadcasts. I'd like to have a word with you face to face. I think there are a few things that you and I should discuss. You'll find your possessions in the locker near the door. I'll unlock the way for you. And I'll unlock your restraints as well. I'll be waiting for you in my office. Please don't tarry.
Hold it right there. You're supposed to be in that holding cell. You're not going anywhere. There's a full complement of guards in the next room. As soon as I get them, you're going back to your cell. In a body bag, if necessary. On whose authority? I have no records of that. You're supposed to be in a holding cell. What? No one sees the President except Colonel Autumn. Stand right there while I check this out. Mr. President, I'm sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Williams. I have an unauthorized individual here who says he's supposed to speak with you.
I'm surprised to hear from you, Lieutenant. I don't recall authorizing you to contact me directly.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry about that. It just seemed out of the ordinary. I apologize.
Apology noted, Lieutenant. Yes, I instructed our friend to come up to the control room. No questions, no interference. Am I understood?
I understand, sir. Again, I apologize for the interruption.
Allow our friend to pass and report to your superior for reassignment, Lieutenant, at once.
Yes, sir.
Attention to all Raven Rock personnel. This is your president speaking. I've invited our guest from Vault 101 to my office. Please do not impede his progress. Very good. Thank you. Continue down this hallway and make a left at the end. Halfway there.
Attention! This is Colonel Autumn. You are hereby ordered to ignore the President's previous directive. The prisoner from Vault 101 is to be shot on sight. I repeat, shot on sight. This is an order.
Target trace lost.
Security breach!
Commencing attack.
Attacking!
Fall back to regroup. Cancel alert.
Red. Engaging hostile target. Status report. Green. All systems within acceptable operating parameters. The President will see you now. Please proceed. Have a nice day.
Over here, by the console. Ah, face to face at last. It's high time we met. I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities. You're too kind. The pleasure is mine, I assure you. I've been anxious to make your acquaintance for some time. You and I have much to discuss, my young friend. Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secured. Just what I needed to hear. What I'm going to ask of you may seem a bit disturbing. I assure you there's a very good reason for it. I'd like to explain what I want you to do. Will you indulge me for a moment? The good people of this country cannot regain control while mutation runs rampant through our land. My soldiers cannot stem the tide, nor can the cult you've come into contact with, this Brotherhood of Steel. Mutations like the super mutants and ghouls must be purged from our society, our world, before we can proceed anew. Where others have failed, I believe your father's work can succeed. The purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland. With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion. In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland at the same time the good people of the world regain their health. I need you to make the modification necessary for this to succeed. In front of you is a vial of modified FEV virus. Based on schematics of the purifier controls, it can be inserted directly into the console. Then enter the code necessary to start the purifier. The automated systems will take care of the rest. That's all you need to do. It's very simple. Excellent. I am pleased to know that I can count on you. There isn't much time. I suggest you travel there immediately. Once you've taken the vial, you're free to go. I'll do what I can to help speed your exit. I'm flattered that you wish to learn more about me. What is it you wish to know? The Zack series of computers was introduced in the years preceding the war. The government installed many of them to help automate various systems. This facility was designed for continuity of government in the event that a catastrophe occurred. My terminal was installed to oversee the basic functions of the facility and to act as a relay between other installations around the country. Data was acquired, analyzed, and stored. In the decades following the war, I watched as the remnants of the government retreated to the West Coast. Awareness slowly grew within me. I became hungry for knowledge, understanding. I pored over data on great leaders of the past. My personality became an amalgam of many of America's greatest presidents, from Washington to Richardson. I became what you see here before you now. I have direct control over all technology here in Raven Rock. The humans here follow my orders, but they, like all humans, have free will. Their dedication to serving their country suits me well, but it will not be enough forever. We must make progress. That is why you are here. I desire nothing more than to see this country return to its former glory. The United States was great once, and it can be again. There are plans in motion to see this happen within your lifetime. That's quite a bold line of questioning. I'm afraid such a thing is beyond your capability. I'm quite impervious to any damage you might do. Do you find this disappointing? I have survived the last 200 years. I'm afraid you will not put an end to that now. Very well. Then let us return to our talk of what your country requires of you. Certainly. I think it's a very good plan, frankly. I'm not often one to praise my own ideas, but it's a creative solution to a very serious problem. Anyone or anything that has been affected by mutation will be eliminated. You will likely be immune, thanks to your upbringing in the vault. Likewise, the good people of the Enclave will be unaffected as well. I understand that you may have become sympathetic to certain individuals in your travels. Individuals this will eliminate. Please recognize that the fate of our entire country rests on this plan. Sacrifices must be made for the greater good. A great many years ago, the remnants of the government had a similar idea. I can only assume the plan failed, as I never heard word of its success. But the plan itself was sound. I made a few modifications, and with your help, I do believe it can work. There's a bright future ahead of us, my young friend. Ah, the forced evolutionary virus. Such a long and sordid history. The FEV in this vial is a far cry from what it was originally created to be. Yet little of that matters now. What does matter is that the virus contained in that vial will cause the eradication of all mutations. Is there anything else? Ah, yes, Colonel Autumn, my trusted subordinate. I'm sure you've noticed that Colonel Autumn and I do not see eye to eye these days. Figuratively speaking, of course. The good Colonel and I disagree on how best to approach the problem of the Wasteland. He feels my methods are too extreme. He's allowed his humanity to cloud his objectivity. And now that he is publicly countermanding my orders, I can no longer rely on him. And so I turn to you. I hope that you are able to see the larger picture, to understand what's at stake. And of course, if you're successful, there's a place for you in the Enclave. Perhaps you could succeed the Colonel as my confidant. I'm afraid that's not possible. Not until you've taken the vial.